Hmm, that didn't sound right. I hope this records properly. Uh, it's a short video, so I'm going to go for it. This is about the Grape Crush report. And so I've given you some PDF files in case anything happens with the web pages and I'm unable to access them at any given time. I've downloaded the most recent Grape Crush reports, the 2017, 2018, not only the actual report, but what's called the errata, the errors that have been fixed, and the 2019 and 2019 errata. And that is common practice. When there is a data report, a massive government data report summarizing information, they usually crank out the report as quickly as they can for businesses to use that data. And over the course of several months, they polish it up, find maybe some minor errors, maybe major errors, but they do their best to polish it up and fix things as they go. So I've got a couple open here. Here's the latest 2019. There's only rumors about what the numbers might be for 2020, but we just finished harvest. So in March 10th of 2020 is when this report was officially finalized. And it looks at the different growing regions, and I'm not going to go through all of this. It talks about an overview of the different grapes, and there's just graphs and data galore, table after table after table of data. And somebody might look at this and go, what the hell is that? How am I going to make any sense of this? But if you're in the wine making business, you're in the grape growing business, then these numbers are gold. People are chomping at the bit in March, just waiting to get their hands on these tables and summaries, because it's a peek into what happened this past year, and it helps you develop your business model trends for next year. What are your plans? What varieties might you go for in this upcoming block that you're going to plant? Again, this is huge, huge, huge business data. Here's the 2019 errata report, and again, it shows some of the basic stuff, and you can read the details, but it's a shortened version of the Grape Crush report with tables that have been corrected, and you have to look at it in detail to see what's different. You can also download them in other formats. So for example, here, open a new window. I'm going to look at the list of the Grape Crush reports, and I can open them up in XLS files, Excel, all those tables. Isn't that great? PDF files are great to look at, but they suck to do data. It's really hard to reliably pull data out of a PDF file without errors. It's almost impossible, especially a large data set like in these tables. And so having it available in Excel files is what business is really after. The PDF files are perfect for some things, like the map of California and some of the introductory summary reports and things like that. But the tables, you want them in Excel. So you can see here the different years, and you can go all the way back here to 1976 if you want to see what kinds of things changed. In addition, there is another link here which has some important information. It's the same website, just poke around a little bit. You could find this on your own. But if you were poking around on that same Grape Crush website and you looked at some of the other reports, you can see acreage, summary, overhead trellis, mechanical harvest. And there's other things here. I'm not going to go through it, but you could play around, not just on this page with what's here, but click on some of the other links and do some searches within the site. You could even type in something very simple like I'm going to type here grapes space site SITE colon USDA.gov. No spaces in that. SITE colon USDA.gov. Just grapes space, there is a space between grapes, and then site colon USDA.gov. And Google's only given us 56,000 possible hits, but there's just a tremendous amount of information within the USDA system about grapes. And I was just here on this site. As you can see, it's in a kind of a purplish color instead of blue. And I could do the same thing with any other site. I could say, what is it? Is it CD? I don't know if it's cdfa.gov or cdfa.ca.gov. Yeah, there's another 4,000 hits on the California Department of Food and Agriculture. So I just did site colon cdfa.ca.gov. Or I could do pick your place, ucdavis.edu, and where am I likely to find stuff about grapes in California? Davis is definitely one of the places. You might look at Cal Poly, Fresno. I don't know where all of the places are. I kind of tend to be a UC Davis searcher, Riverside perhaps. Just curious. No. UCR. Yeah, UCR. Anyway, that's all I wanted to show you. The different places you can look for grape information is just tremendous, but these grape crush reports, if you're in the business, these are gold. And everybody I know who's at a business decision-making level in their company, they are, like I said, chomping at the bits in March, waiting for these reports to come out, get those Excel files downloaded, and start running the numbers and see how it looks for their business versus their future plans for their business versus the data in these reports.